clearly therapy was a huge deal for Brianne. So how do love and sex addicts benefit from therapy, Dr. Mike, if you could elucidate on that?
So replacement therapy works. So when you think about smoking cessation, and maybe you're going to take a nicotine patch or a drug that boosts dopamine, that's going to help you because when you take that thing away, the cigarettes, your brain is still getting the neurotransmitter that it's craving. Sure. By the same token, if you can work on the things that you are adding to your life so that when you take that sensation seeking away, you're not going to go through this terrible withdrawal. You know, I treat hundreds of addicts, and I am perplexed, amazed at how many of them in long-term recovery who have 5, 10, 20 years, they've traded something into their life. I cannot tell you. It's shocking. I feel like 60% of them are either marathoners or CrossFitters.
Dr. Mike, what would you give us an example of what you would trade in, for example, in a situation like this?
Yeah, so I think for Brianne, it's that sensation seeking. So for some people, it's a little bit more dopamine, and that's her. So for her, it's a lot of exciting things. So remember that dopamine is the neurotransmitter of novelty. So maybe it's a trip to a place that you've never been before. Acting is certainly something that she's already doing. Getting up and having a public forum and speaking in front of a couple hundred people like she does, you know, that is going to give her the same dopamine that she used to get from the sensation seeking of having a new sexual partner.
Brianne, your debut novel is exclusively based on your own experience. Now, why did you want to write this book after all that you've been through?
It was the next step in my recovery to give it over to other people. And I like to say some stories are mine, some are fictional, and you will never know which one is real or fake.
Well, so we want to thank you for joining the show. And of course, Dr. Mike Dow, it's always great to have you here. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. It was so fun.
All right. And Brianne Davis's new book is The Secret Life of a Hollywood Love and Sex Addict. It's out now, so pick it up. We're living in uncertain times. It's tough to keep up with the latest medical headlines.
About the market, panicked about COVID.
And how do those headlines impact you and your family? 100,000 people died. On season 13 of The Doctors, we want to empower you physically.
If I met them at dance, they would meet me at medicine.
Man, I love that. Emotionally.
If I can change my thoughts, I can change my feelings.
And medically.
He doesn't have his mask up, which is not a good thing.
This is the $1 million question, maybe the $1 trillion question. This is so critical for people to hear. We're giving you the inside track on health and wellness so that you can get back to the life you deserve. It's time to take back your power. The Doctors, now more than ever. Premieres September 21st.